After you die, you have to choose a single spot on Earth where your spirit will be locked in place and forced to observe for the next 1 million years. What's the most interesting location you'd choose? My room. The true answer. I hate the idea of this so much. This sounds like hell. I'll probably go to the ocean somewhere and just watch the horrific monsters we have down there going about their business half the time. And spend the rest of it mentally clocked out and going into some kind of vampire sleep because I want no part of this afterlife. Just going to blink every few thousand years. Go. Oh, a jellyfish. And then I'm out again. Antarctica. So I can get some effing sleep. North Sentinel Islanders. I think it would be cool to see what they actually do and how the future might change them. The Yellowstone caldera. Might as well watch a supervolcano erupt. Damn. This is like the first original question I've seen in you. Maybe I'd choose Times Square. It would be super interesting to see what's left of New York in a million years. Gas station bathroom. Oxford University. It would be a bit like haunting Hogwarts. Plus plenty of interesting people have gone there. Might be some other cool ghosts to hang out with. It's survived this long, so would probably survive for several more centuries. Amazon forest. I would like to make sure that nobody destroys it. Like a tree spirit. I'm the sucrose_addictee speak for the trees. If you cut down more, I'll break your effing knees. I don't think people are gonna be around for another million. But maybe Tokyo. It'd be cool to watch it turn into a pretty forest over time. Maybe the White House. I'd love to listen to private conversations and feel like I'm part of something. Wherever my wife chose. LAKEY to see if anyone finds the exit. Tokyo so I could see if I could learn Japanese in a million years. I would pick the main observation deck of the Grand Canyon. At first, you would see tons of people coming and going each day. After a while, the over-evolved apes would stop coming, and you'd see geological time start to do its magic. Mount Everest, current tallest place on Earth, would take a while for it to flatten and be submerged by water. Get to watch the changing landscape and climate, and watching human evolution with the occasional visitor. That would be serene and beautiful and interesting. Red Rocks Amphitheater. While humans are alive, it'll be glorious. And it'll be beautiful after too. The bottom of the ocean. Assuming I'd be able to see, since I'm a spirit. It'd be cool to finally know what the F is going on down there. I'd choose the Autodromo Nacional de Monza. Watch all the races for free for the next million years seems fun. Can I smell things? If so, outside a bread factory. Buckingham Palace. A bookstore. With a whole million years I might get to see the next Game of Thrones book. Strip club. Area 51. A bar where old people come to drink. Everything else would get boring very quickly. Really hard choice, because of the way empires rise and fall. I think maybe Istanbul, as it's lasted so long already and is the gateway between Europe and Asia. Maybe specifically the Hagia Sophia, as it's a beautiful building and has already seen so much change in its status. Beside the remote. Ain't gonna lose that anymore. International Space Station. Somewhere in Egypt. Being a relatively narrow connection between two seas and two continents, it's bound to have some interesting societal event in the next million years. How is this spot defined? As in relative to land. So you move with the drifting continents? Or absolute coordinates relative to poles? Or is this the whole area we choose as the spot? That changes the answer quite a bit. Because I'd probably choose one of the poles. Equator. Or some area of forest in Lapland. Those are the areas in which you get to observe long, million-year trends that you couldn't see otherwise. The kind of trends where climate and continents drift, mountains decay, human influence is so brief, temporary, and minor compared to nature. So boring. We could nuke ourselves off this planet, and nature would reclaim it all, and after few thousand years no outside observer would even know about it. Radioactive decay and rain washing the isotopes, diluting it all. Look at Pripyat. It has been less than 40 years and that city has almost disappeared under nature. Even with radiation hazards here and there. Hiroshima and Nagasaki are busy cities. Another curious location would also be Onkalo, the permanent depository for spent nuclear fuel in Finland. The idea is that the area is so boring and uninteresting for human activity that once it is sealed, no one will go dig around there and accidentally find it. It isn't really good farmland. No special resources. So sticking around there to see if this assumption is right would be cool. So yeah, I'd choose Onkalo. Snoqualmie, near the waterfall. I love Twin Peaks. Coral Reef. If I can't scuba, then what has this all been about? What am I working toward? Probably in the woods. Don't know which one, but most likely one with a trail for hiking. I wanna see how people react to certain things. And if I can actually haunt the woods, then it's even better. A beautiful Shinto temple in Japan. It wouldn't be the most interesting, but I would put my spirit watching over my daughter. She passed away in 2015. The moon. That sounds horrific. I don't want to keep doing things after I die. Life is enough work already with things to remember and watch and listen and learn. I pick the very bottom of some kind of non-famous underwater fissure where there is no light, or sound. Humans don't really care about sending James Cameron down to annoy me, and I can peacefully shut off. Disney World.